I couldn't help but notice that I'm still not the librarian. Hi, I'm Ariel ITALIC.
I'm still sad they scared that dog.
And I'm the third Lucha brother, Pentagon Jewish.
And you're watching Nobody's Watching Wrestling. This time around, we watched All Out, and we'll tell you about that after we talk about our Patreon. If you click the link below, you can subscribe and get all sorts of special benefits, from a patch to a custom voice message to telling us what to review to, I don't know what, there's one literal category of, it's only $2. So there's a lot that you could get if you give us money. That's the barrier for entry. We are here with a special guest you might have noticed. It's Arsenio Hall!
Hi!
Welcome back.
This is my first time on the couch.
Oh, yeah. Weird.
You guys were in my house last time.
Strange.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you back. Thank you for joining us. If you don't know Arsenio, he's from the 2 Minutes to Late Night show and podcast, and I assume other branded merch that you could buy.
No, that's it.
Links below.
Links below. We have merch, but it's for the two other shows.
Great.
Cool.
Buy those two. We're going to start off with the Battle Royale. It's a lot of ladies, and I don't have them all written down, so you know who was there. You watched.
You did. You watched. You know.
Who were you most excited about?
Flask Mom.
What?
Flask Mom?
Oh, that lesbian trucker.
I don't know her name. I know nothing about her, but she had the hair Jericho wishes she had. She had the flask I wish that I had in my hand right now.
Yeah.
And she had big dick energy front, center, left, and right.
Loved her.
Loved her.
Couldn't do much, though.
Couldn't believe she didn't win, honestly.
There were a lot of people who I was like, oh, it's that person, and then they were gone immediately.
That is the problem with the Battle Royale in general, is you like walk in, you do your super move, and then you get eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I was excited to see a Priscilla Kelly in there. I was like, great, I love her. She's got just this spider and tampon energy, and then she was gone.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I was very, very excited for Big Swole Ariel Monroe, who did her discus lariat and then got eliminated.
Yeah, this whole thing had a very, final season of Orange is the New Black vibe, where there's just so many women that we can't focus on any of them for very long. But there was a bald lady that I loved.
Oh,
Jazz, former WWE, two-time former WWE Women's Champion.
I'm not sure that I saw her do anything other than walk down the ramp.
I don't think she did a single thing. I don't remember a spot she was in at all.
She came out, she looked like Grace Kelly, or Grace Joe, I'm sorry.
Not Grace Kelly.
I look like Grace Kelly.
Yeah,
You
sure.
do.
Yeah.
I was also incredibly gooped about Mercedes Martinez.
Loved it.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand the rules entirely, but I know she pulled the Joker card. Is that
Sure.
what I heard?
Yeah.
Which means something.
She comes in last.
Oh, sure. Good for her. It was very exciting. Always a good reveal when she shows up.
Two queer people in one match. You don't see that every day.
That rules.
That we know of. I didn't know all those other people. Some of them might have been queer.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Not even trucker. I'm just realizing the trucker mom was ODB.
Yeah, I think it's Old Dirty Bitch or something.
Oh,
That's great.
wow. I love her.
I
I hope that's her
We
name.
should really look into her a little bit more.
We should reach out.
Yeah.
You should
She busy? Where's she at?
literally replace me with her.
Yeah,
that's
a good
the
idea.
right answer.
Yes.
She's better than me. We should talk about her name, I think, is Shazza something.
Shazza McKenzie.
Sure. That sounds like a bad soda. She is pink.
And very cute.
Yeah.
Is she either Australian or New Zealandy?
Yeah.
Shazza is one of those names that you have to be from that part of the world to pull
Shazza.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She does give
Doing a good
me.
job.
She gives me Zoe Bell vibes in like the best way possible.
She should come
Really?
out being dragged by a car.
Oh
Next time.
yeah,
It would be
except
great.
like please don't do that. That sounds dangerous.
No, but do it. There was a horse tonight.
Good point.
I've seen a lot of wrestling vehicles. I think it's appropriate.
All
Yeah.
right, fine. Shazza, you need a Mercedes.
Oh. I could ship that.
Mercedes looked better than any time. She always looks really awesome.
True.
She does have like that sleeve of like, you know,
Superhero symbols.
yeah, just DC comic sleeve.
Sure.
Like that's just
That's just lesbian power, though.
I agree. It's also just like she works at a very specific like auto shop, sleeve of tattoos. I get it. I love it.
I love seeing women who look like her be like presented as heroes instead, because like
Totally.
there's so much media where like women who look like her are just like evil bitches, and she's just like, nah, I'm the good guy in this story.
She is an evil bitch, but she is my hero.
Yes.
It's great.
Leva Bates using books a la The New Day using pancakes.
Best librarian thing yet, but still just
I
don't know.
I keep wanting to like the librarian gimmick. It would help if it was literally ever good. That would really aid me in feeling like it was worth it to pick someone who's not me. But if they're not even going to do fun wrestling things, then don't pick a wrestler. Pick someone fun. Oh, I don't know. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but someone who people like. Just, you think about it.
You walk in heels most of the time. You can walk on some fucking books.
Sure.
Yeah?
Oh, I have an idea for the Mixed Nobody finale.
Oh, no.
Are you saving it for off camera, or are you?
Oh, I could just like put books down for you to do a runway walk on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's fun.
It would be fun.
We are not talking about the elephant in the room.
Oh.
Was there an elephant in this match?
No, but there was some bad purple beads.
Okay. Nyla Rose's outfit. As we saw later in the night, the front, when you look at it dead on, it looks pretty good. It was passable. I understood it. But then when you see that it's just like a weird lobster bib that is also somehow a sweater from the 90s that is tied to a waist that's really high, that is also armpits. I don't know I don't know how it was socks also.
It was also like, what is purple and white as a color combo? What is that? Like, why are there beads? What is the pattern on the pants? Everything about it was wrong. Her face was beat for the gods.
It was great.
But the look was not right, and I feel sad saying that because I'm hesitant to insult anything she does because I'm frightened of her, but also because I love her.
I want her to look her best. And like her last gear was
Really
pretty
cool.
great.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why. Like, just do a color swap. If you want her to have a purple version of it, just do the thing, but in purple. That's fine.
It was weirdly like very feminine for her in a way that like she doesn't need that. Like she could just like wear something more intimidating.
Did she have a skull this time?
I
didn't see one.
I didn't see a skull. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's all I really want out of stuff. Like, when you give me a spooky thing, just keep it.
Honestly, if every single woman had walked into this ring with a skull on, great.
Of course, I'm more on board.
You got two goths and a drag queen up here saying more skulls. So
We're a little family now.
More skulls, one me, done.
So B. Priestley and Britt Baker are still very mad at each other. Love that for them. The two of them I'm ready for a singles fight. I'm ready for it. Everything's good about that.
Yeah, one of the most exciting parts of the match was Britt running from the ring to tackle B on the actual ramp. Like, didn't let her get all the way in. I didn't realize at the time who either person was. I just saw like the blur of it happen, but it was fun.
Yeah. I love anybody just kind of losing their cool.
Yeah.
Like that. You need more of it. B is confusing outfit wise to me.
I loved it.
I have a lot of thoughts. There's a lot the idea of it is good. I don't like her hair.
I know you had a problem with the green and the purple. It was giving me Beetlejuice tease. I loved it.
Yeah.
I wasn't liking most of it.
She looks like a Joker and Harley like meme that you'd see on Instagram.
Oy. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a "you're crazy" meets "my crazy."
The more you say about it, the less I like.
Yeah, right?
Or like the first draft of Sindel before they were sure what to do about it.
Yeah.
I
Like-
mean, the Joker and Harley thing is especially painful considering who she's dating.
Well,
Oh my God, it's Billiam.
I mean, I can't.
Billiam, you're not allowed to dye your hair.
Bill, you can't do a Joker look ever.
Here's the
cannot.
thing. You are asking Will Ospreay to have taste. And listen, you know I love you, but your clothes usually somewhat suck.
You look like a Times Square Irish bar.
Oy. Okay, we're getting mean now.
No, I said I love him.
I love you, but stop it.
Listen, you and B, beautiful. But you, Billiam Ospreay, weren't in the match. We're talking about ladies now.
The one like ongoing problem I see with this match writ large is that we have like 21 women in there and we have 2 storylines. That's not enough. You gotta get some more plot points going, people, because we have the title picture and we have B and Britt, and that's it.
Yeah.
Was Awesome Kong in this match?
She was.
She was.
Just want to make sure that I was not having a fever dream. Nothing more to say about her. Just love her.
Yes.
But she got
Yeah.
eliminated. It took like 6 people to lift her over, but they did it.
Yeah.
They did it. She came in. She got her paycheck. I love it for her. Good job. Good for you. You're a good actress.
Did
I
you
like
have
you on the show?
Did you also have that moment in Glow where she realizes she should be a manager and then think, but also maybe in real life do that?
It's weird because
Oh.
the younger in like Brandy's her manager.
Right.
And it's like, well, we know that she's real good at talking.
Yeah. Brandy did some things in this match too that were pretty fun.
Oh, that's right. Brandy was here.
She
She did a cartwheel thing.
she's using a stunner, which is an easy move to do that I know from experience.
I was about to say, I saw it and I was like, well, I know that Accident Report can do that, so it
Yeah.
can't be that hard.
I
No
think
offense.
it's the move they teach people who don't know how to do moves.
Well, she did it.
She did a great job. She did it and then looked dead into the hard cam to be like, and was real proud of herself, just looking at her parents.
Same though.
Yeah.
So Nyla was the one of the first people in the ring and was the last woman standing, which is really impressive. She looked exhausted by the end, which fair.
She had
Fair.
a total of 10 eliminations in this match, which
Holy
is
shit.
impressive.
Good for you, Nyla. You're great. Buy yourself a new outfit. I love you.
You're
Like-
almost there.
We'll take you shopping, sis.
Mm-hmm.
We would have a very fun day at Gothic Renaissance where you can get 20% off with the Nobodies discount right now until September 12th.
Well, that's enough of that. We're going to skip the tag team thing because, so we're going into SCU versus a boy and his dinosaur and his Marco stunt. He's there.
He is there. It's funny to watch like the audience with like a boy and his dinosaur and then also Marco Stunt because it's very clear that they're like, it's a hat on a hat to have another tiny boy.
Yeah.
And they're like, I mean, hooray! We kind of just want the 2 of them.
Yeah, it's a very Russian doll situation where you could put Marco Stunt into little Perry Boy. I can't imagine how, but I think the physics would work if you like hollowed one of them out.
Yeah.
They're a very nesting doll situation.
It's like
What like Junji Ito horror movie have you been watching? Oh, we were saying like, okay, so we got a big and a small with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, wonderful. And then we have another small, a little weird. What they need to do is give Marco Stunt to a different big and
Yeah.
then have 2 little and big tag teams and then
Love
they can
it.
feud because it's just a fun dynamic and we love it.
Marco Stunt and Nyla Rose would be great.
Love that for them.
I think that'd be great because right now it's like a Pokemon evolution that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like a Pikachu that turns into the middle Pikachu and then it turns into a Charizard at the end. And that doesn't. What is that?
Nope, that's
chaos.
Well, we can't have that. I have a lot of questions about SCU.
mostly what are they?
Why?
Don't know what it is.
It felt like if like your friend's dads formed a Queen cover band.
Yes, it is.
Or if they were just like space gays in the like original Star Trek. That's kind of where I was getting from them. I don't know what their gimmick is. I don't know why they're here.
All I know about them is that they've been wrestling a long time.
Yes, you can tell because the middle guy has an Ankh tattoo.
Oh,
that
no.
does date a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That is the sign of having bought several Godsmack albums.
I know that they don't like whatever city they're in.
That's not a gimmick, unfortunately.
That's just a fact.
No, it's just like that's just like a catchphrase. That's not a gimmick.
It is. They're just like, I don't like being wherever I am. We have clinical depression.
It seems like it's like a weird meta heel gimmick. Like
Right.
they're like they've made their gimmick like trope. Like heel
right.
tropes.
It's like a Kurt Angle thing where everyone says you suck when he comes out, but
Yeah.
they actually just love him.
Yeah. I
But
think
like
it's that.
that's a hard thing to do in a company that just started like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot going on. It's show 3.
They
Also-
do all look like different aspects of Kurt Angle, though.
Yeah.
I learned today that Scorpio Sky likes saying the word faggot on Twitter a bunch. So, cancel culture, blah, 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 you're canceled.
Can I tell you that it didn't dawn on me until just now that the 3 of them have individual names?
I don't know the other two's names.
I literally didn't. I was like, oh, the 3 of them are SCU. They do not have identities.
It's like a Doug
they're
trio.
3 letters. Each of them are one of the letters.
Oh.
It's that. I'm not going to learn the other 2's names now because guilt by association.
Yeah.
Anyway, the boy dinosaur, whatever Marco is combo, did not prevail, and that makes me sad. Also, they lost by pinning Marco Stunt, which feels like it shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
Because like I could pin Marco Stunt.
Yeah, that's like hitting someone with a zipper at a pillow fight. That's mean.
He's like 5'-2".
Yeah.
He is not big enough to be doing this. Is there like a tween league wrestling we could put him in?
105 Live.
We're gonna move on to Kenny Omega versus it might be Pac and it might be Pac, and no one seems to be able to agree. I'm gonna call him Pac because it reminds me of Pac-Man, and I think he'd hate that.
You would be mad about that.
Does it stand for something?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's not a name. I mean, it is his name, but it feels like barely a name.
Yeah.
He barely wore an outfit.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about him. He was the Shape of Water. He was wet as hell. I have never seen a wrestler that wet.
Yeah.
Drenched.
Like
Yeah.
he might have swam to the ring.
His hair, with the way that he shaves his hair and how wet he is, he looks like he's just wearing Finn Balor's little car wash hat, but all the time.
Gross.
It's gross.
Ugh.
I'm amazed that someone can find a way to cut their hair to look like that.
I don't want it.
No. It also said that when he came out, it said the bastard, which I was like, wait, that's a much better, just be the bastard.
Oh, yeah, that's a cooler name.
That's a better wrestling name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pac is.
Nobody does. I don't know what Kenny Omega is.
No.
But it's not a person.
Jesus, he is from another dimension.
He's always got 6 shitty feathers stapled to the back of his coat.
What the fuck was that weird chinchilla that was supposed to be an angel wing?
Kenny.
It looked like part of a pipe cleaner, but it was feathers. What are you doing?
Literally every Halloween store in the nation will have like a $15 angel wings that look better than that.
The whole jacket was psychotically bad. It was like there was a hood, but then it was like cut out down the middle, and then there were weird gladiator like things, and
Those pants. I have seen a lot of bad bad pants, specifically wrestling pants. But they were, at first I was like, oh, the robot legs. And then I realized it's a robot's face that has it had like, I think those were robot eyes or something. What are you doing?
Oh, I did not realize that, and I'm upset to hear it.
It was really, none of it made any sense. It was so fucking stupid.
You know, I want to give credit where credit is due, that he is in the realm of human haircuts right now.
Yes.
We're close.
Like, he's zeroing in on a hairstyle that just a person could have. And I want to applaud that because I've seen some bullshit on his head. So, like, you know, just go toward the light, Carol Ann.
The thing is, the robot face looked like one of those weird sublimation print things that Facebook advertises you, where it's like, put your boyfriend's face on your sweater, and you're like, fuck that. What's wrong with all of you?
Kenneth's entire just dresser is full of just Facebook t-shirts.
Pretty
but
sure,
not
yeah.
ironic. He just thinks he's like, oh, that's for me.
It's like, I'm a pro wrestler from another dimension.
Stop
I'm
buying.
gonna kick you in the head if you hate freedom.
Stop buying your gear on Wish.
That's the whole thing with Kenny that is so weird to me in the wrestling world is that no one acknowledges that he is so fucking weird. They're like, well, he's he's just an underdog. He's trying his best. This is what the crowd loves about Kenny because they can connect with him as a person. No, he's not a person. I want someone to go out there and go like, I don't know what grammar that was. I don't know what show you're from. Just someone acknowledge it, and then he'll be fine. It's okay to be weird. You're weird.
I kind of want to hear like Excalibur be like, he's just like very strange. Like, just like someone is just like, he's coming in and they're like, I don't know. He's just like weird. Like, he's just like a weird person.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that JR hasn't like slipped up, just be like, what's going on with this boy? Like, you know, he seems like kind of like straight shooter, just be like, I don't know what. It's very odd to me. Like, he just seems like he should be flummoxed.
What band is he from? I don't.
Do you think
music is weird these days?
They had like a meeting backstage that was like, no one bring up how strange Kenny is. Just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
or just acknowledge it. It's fine. Wrestling is weird. It's weird to be it's weird to not acknowledge when something's weird.
This match was weird because it was very clear pretty quickly they were both hurt and tired for a lot of it.
Right,
Oh
because they did that spot where Pac did like some kind of fisherman buster or something or other out to the ring and just smacked his little shins against the railing.
Really hard. And they were both just like, I don't think that anything else happened specifically that looked like horrible, but like they were just sort of like beating the shit out of each other, and then it like lost steam, but they kept going for a long time. And after they were hurt enough, I was like, it's cool. This is like a 4-hour event. You could just pin him and call it done.
Yeah.
It ended with a submission in which Kenny was put to sleep instead of tapped out, which I thought was a really interesting end to the match. It looks like we're stuck in a bit of a holding pattern until Moxley gets back from his staph infection.
Yeah.
Which, so I guess they just got to drag this out for a while, and I guess that's one way to do it. And I'm not mad at it, but I'm also just like, sure.
One thing about this, also Kenny also bashed his leg. So both of these boys are just with broken shins, like just doing leg stuff in each other's face, because they were really smacking each other really hard. And even in that submission, Kenny turned that color.
Oh, upsetting.
I did not know that there could be that much purple inside of a person.
Well, he's from another planet and his blood is made of something else.
It's true.
Well, thanks for turning purple. And again, sorry you lost. Better luck next time. Stop buying your gear on Wish. All right, we're moving on to Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc versus Joey Janela. It is 3 people. I think I like 1.5 of them.
Which one?
Oh, Darby Allin all the way. Jimmy Havoc, sure, no. Joey Janela, yeah.
He's fun.
I like Joey. Darby, I will help you. I will help you finish. I will help you make
He
this work.
doesn't need to. It's fine.
I kind of like the half thing. I
Yeah.
think that it is he's just like like kind of spooky, but he's kind of not.
Look, the
I like
children
the half.
can't finish anything these days. You
It's
know,
true.
they're
Yeah.
they don't have the patience.
It's just use a brush, my boy. You don't
Finger
need to be
painting.
finger painting.
I kind of think it's perfect.
Jimmy Havoc
Ugh.
is crime.
I don't. Yeah.
but not in the good way.
No, you need to go to jail for looking this way as an adult man. You can't do this.
He's another one where I'm like, look, girl, I'll take you to Gothic Renaissance. We'll have fun. We'll kiki. You just can't keep wearing these like overcoats with the buckles and the mask and the bald spot.
I've never needed anyone to be balder than you. You need to be bald.
Yeah, we'll paint some fun pattern on your skull or something.
I mean, you're just not getting it. It's a Nightwing reference.
For a second, I was like, what?
No, he looks like trash. Stop it. No, it's a bad gimmick, and he's doing it badly, and he should stop.
No, he needs to stop. You look, you look specifically like 2004, and because of that, as a goth, I know that you were it just makes you look like you're not nice to people you date.
The thing about goth culture is that we respect our elders, and the other thing about goth culture is that we don't respect our elders. So, we'll just work on it.
It was weird to put him in a match with Darby Allin because Darby Allin is pulling off his look
Yes.
much more successfully.
Right.
It was almost shade to put him up to someone that we could compare him to and be like, this is a creative take on this.
Well,
Yes.
creative is a stretch, but at least it's,
It's creativer.
it's a take. It's a youthful take.
Yes.
It's very like he still wears Supreme. Darby, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's fine, though. You know, we all have our faults.
He's giving me like fuck Skellington, and I'm about it.
Yeah, it's first of all, someone just told me that that this look resembles Jack Skellington, and I was like, oh no.
But it's fine.
It's, you know what? It'll be fine. I'm Jack Skellington in Atlantic City, and that's just the way that it is.
Oh, that's
sometimes.
fun. I want to go to a Halloween party in Atlantic City.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
That'd be great. Come, spend way too much money. You can smoke inside.
I will, and I will.
Yeah.
So this match was covered head to toe in thumbtacks at all times.
Yes.
And, like, internally, too.
Oh yeah. So we need to talk about the many ways that thumbtacks were inappropriately used. Not one piece of paper was affixed to anything with a thumbtack.
No.
What we did do...
Where's paper, though?
Oh, I don't really want to talk about it. I literally had to cover my eyes.
No.
The paper cuts.
No.
I looked away. I found it upsetting.
The two of you are such fucking pussies.
Yeah, what do you want to do about
I started
it?
reading when that happened.
I was there.
Yeah.
Very
I
much
don't-
hated it.
You can stand a paper cut? Like,
It's the
washing it?
worst.
You guys, it's not real.
I don't care. So yeah, what's his face? Bad Goth likes to paper cut people. Don't do that. Also, they taped him to a chair, put thumbtacks in his mouth, and then taped his mouth. They didn't really. He obviously kept his mouth closed. He's not an idiot. Then they taped his mouth shut and then just left him there for a while. And then the match got great because he was just relegated to not moving.
Loved that.
It-
Loved covering. I don't like tying Jimmy Havoc up because it feels close to a kink, but I like him covered in tape where I don't have to see him. That's great. I
Yeah.
like that part.
Joey Janela weirdly felt very out of place in this match because the other two were such like gothy goths that like he felt like he was in the wrong class. Like he's gotten his schedule fucked up and he was like, I'm sorry, is this not intro to creative writing? Like I've been in the wrong room for 20 minutes. I am so sorry.
I suddenly had flashbacks to when I lived in Boston and used to go to the one goth party there, and it like 1 a.m. every single time, like a bunch of like frat boys would wander in.
Yeah.
And like they would just be chill about it, but like definitely were sort of bemused. That's what this fight was.
I think it's like what I was seeing is I was like, oh, all these dudes met in the smoking area outside the high school.
Right.
Yeah.
And like eventually Joey invites both of them to a real party.
And they don't know how to behave.
They don't know how to behave.
Yeah, it's so true.
And then Darby pulls out his fucking skateboard.
Which
that was so fucking
I loved
stupid,
it.
and I loved it.
I am sorry.
I loved it. I love Joey's terrible pants that don't make any sense, that have jersey on the butthole, that almost show his own butthole. It's great. It sells the character.
Yeah.
He's got it figured out.
He really commits to wearing the pants low enough that you can just see the ass hair creeping up his back, which is a nice character detail. That's the kind of thing Meryl Streep would do. She'd really find that small specific thing that sells the character.
Totally.
She'd be like, can you get me just an ass hair merkin for this character that's how she's gonna get her next Oscar, is playing Joey Janela.
Wow.
Oh my God, do it!
I didn't know I needed it, but I need it.
Who directs it?
It doesn't matter.
You're right.
Joey Janela directs. And now, Best Friends versus Dark Order. I don't know a lot about any of these people, and I kind of don't want to.
I like the Best Friends. I like that they came out. They have like a little video montage of people holding hands before they come out.
That was fun.
Who
Who could be mad at that?
I like that the guy's got a question mark in his name because he doesn't really know.
Sure.
I do want Trent to get a new comedian on his knee.
What's on his knee?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's on his knee?
Bill Murray has a lot of spousal abuse problems. You need to get a new comedian on your knee.
There's just a picture of Bill Murray on his
Just a
knee?
picture of Bill Murray on his knee.
Did not notice that.
Yeah, just like older Bill Murray.
No thanks. Moving on. No, like get Leslie Jones on there.
Yeah,
Great.
Leslie Jones' knee is good. I like that. It's also Ghostbusters. Put it on your knee.
She's the better Ghostbuster.
She's the better. Listen, the Lady Ghostbusters is better. It has a plot.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
As often happens with wrestling, wonder what happens when serious people like the Dark Order meet not serious people like the Best Friends. And the answer is usually like, we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And this definitely felt like, oh, these people are not from the same worlds, and we've put them in the same worlds, and this is a bad crossover episode of two shows that don't belong together. They just happen to be in the same time slot.
I thought it was fine. My problem is I just don't. The Dark Order just doesn't have a backstory. They don't have a plot. They're missing a few key design details that would make me more invested.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I thought it was also maybe like a SCU. Like, I guess this is a meta version of like a dark, like a Undertaker thing or whatever. I thought their whole thing was like, they're spooky and they have goons, but they're actually not, because Evil Uno looks like James Gandolfini as a wrestler, which is great.
We just need like a 10-minute anime short to explain where they came from.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would watch that.
I want what god did they wrong, or what demon did they make a blood pact with? I just need one more character detail.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that would bring the total of character details up to 1.
Yeah, it would be 1.
Which is all we need, all we ever need.
There's like 20 people and no detail.
A great example of someone who only needs 1 character detail is Sweet Juicy Juice, Orange Cassidy. He's his only character detail is that he has his hands in his pockets,
and he's very sleepy.
So sleepy.
I just love him.
Just a full put the title belt on him.
Love it.
Just make him the winner of everything.
I could watch him do the least all day.
I would love to see him with like a title belt because he would like probably put it in a backpack and you wouldn't see it.
You know that's what he does, right?
What? He puts it in a backpack?
Yeah, he you literally just guessed it.
No.
Yes, he had the independent wrestling title for a while, and he would carry it in a JanSport bag.
Oh my god!
You got it.
Oh god!
You get the character so thoroughly.
I
Yeah.
love this character.
He's just the best. I love how angry serious wrestling people get at him because, like, grow the fuck up.
Listen, I get it because like serious metal people are constantly mad at me. So
you're the Orange Cassidy of the metal world.
oh my god, I am.
You're not nearly as good looking, no shade.
No, that's fine, but I'm gonna go to sleep on an episode.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah.
Napping is great.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, we're gonna move right along to Riho versus Shida. I just love the both of these ladies so fucking much.
I love Joshi shit so fucking much. I just want to watch cute girls punch each other in the face for eternity.
Shida is impossibly beautiful. She is just like
gorgeous.
some Wong Kar-wai shit happening. It is phenomenal.
I love that her outfit looks like straight out of Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
My one like totally nitpicky, like psychotic brain criticism is that like there's a small costuming detail on her hip where her pants ride low on one side and it looks like it's a rip, but it's not a rip, it's just how they're sewn, and it's confusing, and I paid more attention to that than the first half of the match. So like just give her a little bit of a normal short.
Here's the thing. I kind of like it. She's doing something different. It's just like she has like the top part there, but
she's
it is
going
a
for like an asymmetrical thing, but it at that one detail on her hip just looked like it was ripped, not like it was sewn.
Yeah, it seemed there could be more work done to make it look intentional, but I like the idea.
I like the idea of it, which
Because
is a shady way to say I don't like it. That's what I used to tell people in the costume shop that I worked at.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the idea of that. And then they would reconsider.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a healthy way to do that.
Yeah.
It's called shade. Riho just looks like a perfect little angel. She's like a doll my sister got for Christmas. But if that doll came alive to murder. She fully suplexed Shida.
Oh my god, that suplex was crazy.
Crazy.
Like, she was possessed by some kind of mom whose child is pinned under a car strength. Like, it was phenomenal.
I like that Riho is giving me like full perfect blue tease where like she's a beautiful pop star who also will cut you with a box cutter at any moment.
Yeah, you mentioned that she's the only person who can pull off her outfit. Like her type of like I just jumped through 3 doilies and that's my costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect for her.
It's good for her.
And I don't have more to say about this match because I just like them both, but it was like just another match.
Yeah.
But Riho won.
It was bad placement on the card because you could tell the audience was very tired, but wanted really hard to care.
Yeah.
Like everyone wanted to be more invested in it, but it was just like shoved in between like a bunch of dudes. And like maybe they should have just put this first, or I don't know. Rough spot.
It's the thing is somebody's got to go there.
Yeah.
And you know what? By the end they got him.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, that's all you can hope for is if they're loud at the end. Who cares?
And now I'm really looking forward to seeing how Riho and Nyla Rose fight.
Oh my god, and Nyla like is used to fighting in like the Joshi style, so it'll be really cool. I'm very excited to see, like, I love a match where it's like a very big versus a very little, and they're just like going full in on that.
You know what? There's like, you know, with AEW, there's only been like what, 3 shows now?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. What like every time they're announcing, like there hasn't been one match where I'm like that sounds like it would suck. I'm genuinely curious or excited to see every single match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like even with people that I'm like, even with like the best friends and the Goombas, I was like, You know what?
It's
That's
fun.
weird.
Yeah, sure.
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 Next up, Shawn Spears versus Cody. We have to talk about these entrances.
Very bad.
Both bad.
Both bad. Shawn Spears came out to an MC Chris song. What is that song?
Really bad. Doesn't fit the character at all. Why is it like nerdcore rap? What doesn't make none of it made sense. Why is his color blue? Why is he wearing like a bad sequin snood? It's all like, what is the icon on the pants? Why are there sequins? Why is it so shiny? None of it makes any sense. The colored contacts were like so bad and cheesy. Points for Nerve for wearing them in the ring, but like, girl, no.
I just couldn't figure it out. I think the icon was a Canadian flag, like leaf.
Get real.
I don't know.
With like a skull in it or something? Now I see what you're...
Yeah.
Who cares?
I was trying to figure it out. I don't have enough context or character to put it together, though.
I would feel more confident critiquing him if I was not wearing this hood right now. It feels hypocritical.
No, but you look very fashionable, and he
Yeah.
looked very bad. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't think of another adjective.
Well, thank you. I
The adjective
appreciate
is
that.
bad.
Okay.
That'll
cool.
do.
The
Well,
one.
I feel like we need to differentiate levels of bad, though, because Cody's entrance was objectively worse.
That was the worst entrance to anything I've ever seen.
It made no sense. Like, at first, when I saw Brandy just in the silver jumpsuit, I thought maybe she was just wearing a hot silver jumpsuit.
Yeah,
And-
very sexy for a second.
And then you
For a
throw
minute.
that 7 of 9 detailing in there, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're going down a bad cosplay road. And sure enough, we just had a full train of like shitty people
Half-assed Star Trek.
in line for Comic-Con with your mom.
Yeah,
But,
it
like-
was a bunch of friends who were like, we're going to Comic-Con, we're doing Star Trek, and they all bought their outfits at different places with different amounts of money.
One of them's just wearing jeans.
One of them is literally wearing jeans.
Here's what I think happened here is that straight people don't understand that outfits tell a story, and
true.
that clothes is a language, and that when you wear something, you are communicating something. And so when you're just using your outfit as a way to reference something you like, that's not a story. And it was especially egregious in this case because the Star Trek like stuff had nothing to do with what was going on in the match. So like sometimes when like Johnny Gargano wears like a shitty cosplay outfit, at least there's some kind of story element tied into that in NXT. In this case, in Star Trek, there's no similarities that I can detect between what was happening in the match and why they were wearing it.
Yeah.
And so that's what made it really horrible to me, because like the cheapness and the shittiness of it was all garbage, but the fact that it just had nothing to do with anything was what was just truly offensive.
Yeah, Cody Cody took his Star Trek shirt off before he wrestled. So by the time he was actually in the ring doing it, it was all gone. It didn't matter at all. It was just a walk-in look that... Why?
Also, they scared the poor dog.
With the fireworks. How did you not think about that?
Do you know what like literally the worst thing in the world for all dogs is? It's that shit. Like, get real.
Let's get into this match.
Wait. We're forgetting.
What did I forget?
How do I put this delicately? The camel toe?
Oh, yes. Okay. This is
my
important.
God.
So, Cody has a snakeskin detailing on the front of his pants that is clearly an indicator of where the dick should be. But his dick decided to take a sharp left and was just fully to the side of the snakeskin detailing.
Yeah.
So it was just like where the dick should be and then a dick outline right next to it.
It looked like he walked into a chicken coop and stole one egg.
Like, do you not have a supportive undergarment? Do you need to borrow one?
We know people who can teach you how to tuck, baby girl.
Yeah?
So on to the match. These two boys wrestle each other, and both of them also involve dads for some reason.
I kind of thought the whole thing was a little boring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it mostly weird. Number one, because of dads. There was someone else's, not Sean's dad was on the outside. Tessa Blanchard's dad is on the outside. And then Bob Hoskins came out and body slammed that guy.
Yeah. Who was other dad? I have
the other dad?
I have so many questions about other dad.
He's a famous wrestler, but I don't know what he's done. He what's his fucking name? He looked like the weird guy in the floaty wheelchair in Akira. Who's that fat comedian? What's his fucking name? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
There are so many fat comedians.
Show for a while.
Drew Carey?
No, not Drew Carey. What's his fucking name?
The guy from Home Improvement.
Tim Allen's not fat.
There's so many.
Oh my god, it's gonna bother me so bad.
Yes,
You
yes.
know it,
Oh my
you know
god.
it.
I am so reluctant to list fat comedians right now.
That guy.
Yes,
That guy.
what's
Louis
his name?
Anderson?
Louis Anderson.
We
Yes.
did it. We
His name
got
is Arm
there.
Anderson, which is maybe what I'm like associating to. Anyway.
Arm Anderson?
Arm. What if his name was just an arm?
This has devolved.
Elbow Dennis.
It's like the worst drag king in the world.
Arm.
Arm sounds like the winner of Mixed Nobody 2030.
Just arm.
Arm.
No last name.
Mononymous.
All right, the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks.
Oh my god. The entrance from my cousins, who look like very cool luggage, was incredible.
So good.
Love the samurai business.
Perfect.
Yeah, spooky Mexican samurais is really just like, you've just listed all the things I care about.
Like, that's just what I want from watching this.
Yeah, love it. No complaints, no edits, just A++ all around.
The blue on Penta, great, A+.
Different outfits that complement each other thematically and aesthetically. Just no complaints.
No notes.
No notes. Well done.
Young Bucks, on the other hand,
Notes.
Disgusting color palette. Like neon green with like a pale pink
Yeah.
snakeskin print.
What was the masks?
Oh, those masks would have been so wonderful on someone who's not them. It just didn't. It just didn't fit with their gimmick at all. I'm like, you are not spooky deer people.
But
They're just not.
And the announcers tried to make it seem like it was like they were shading the Lucha Bros. I say with a limp wrist. They were shading the Lucha Bros. Sarah Miedo is just a limp wrist, by the way.
Yeah.
So, but that's not really what was happening. It was just like it was so literal, like they're young bucks, so they have antlers now. But then the fringe on the antler, it was bad.
And the antlers were foamy. I know they were going for like a robot deer or like Vega from Street Fighter, but I got Forky from Toy Story 4.
I like that. Give those masks to someone else who knows what to do with them.
Luca Ghost can give you a lesson or two in antlers. Look them up on Instagram. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Hell yeah.
But with that complaint out of the way, the match itself was just a lot of fun.
So fucking good.
Just fun.
Wow.
I've never seen so many flips that also actually looked as devastating as the wrestler think they do in their mind.
Yeah. First off, the springboard, the rope business, the rope work.
Yeah.
Was just full jackass Cirque du Soleil fantasy. I loved it.
I love all the synchronized moves where the 2 team members would do a synchronized move against the other 2 team members, or sometimes they would do synchronized moves like one partner of each team.
Yeah, each one put their other partner through a table.
It looked
at the same time.
It looked really rehearsed, and I'm sure it wasn't, because you can't rehearse that kind of violence without killing yourself.
I think the thing is they made all of the rehearsed types of moves make sense, because it looked like the whole story of the match was they're daring each other to do stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when they did a little roll, and then like when they did moves at the same time, it was to shade each other, and I loved it.
It was
made
excellent.
So much sense.
It was excellent storytelling in addition to excellent wrestling. Turns out those two go hand in hand.
Fuck, I had something to say and it's gone now.
Oh, it was gonna be so brilliant, everyone.
really wasn't.
You were gonna have a great time.
Was it about ladders? Because there were so many ladders.
There were so many ladders.
Keep talking, I'll come up with it.
The most like insane spot thing to me was when there was the ladder in the corner and Pentagon flips over, grabs Matt, going with Matt,
Never know.
and then flips him again, and then does a little pile driver through the table. It was just like a double flip, pile driver. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And they
to pull it off so safely.
and
he
yet it
didn't
still
die.
looks like it hurts a lot.
I'm sure it did. Oh, the one thing I noticed. In tag team wrestling, there's like communication with your partner is obviously important, but I noticed that the Young Bucks were pointing like, watch your back, and like there was a lot of communication of like, oh, they're over there, like, and I thought that was really good, because I feel like I don't see that in tag team matches that much, where like one partner is sort of warning the other about what is to come. And it just makes sense that that would happen.
They just all were great together, and I could have watched this match longer, and I never say that.
Wow.
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 Wow. Who won?
Lucha Bros.
Lucha Bros won. Wow.
Wow.
On the Nobodies podcast that you should also listen to, Ring Gear Remix, where they talk about redesigning wrestlers, plugging social media.
Good
content. You guys mentioned that they should start dressing like 90s bullies instead of the 80s bullies, like kind of a Bulk and Skull Power Rangers thing. And I agree. Put them in dance denim.
Big time.
Put them in leather vests that fit.
Oversized denim or leather vest.
But that fit.
We're going to close it out with the last match. It's Hangman Page versus Chris Jericho.
The real star of the match, however, was Aubrey Edwards, the referee.
Okay, I have a lot to say about her. We should talk about the entrances, because Adam Page did come in on a fucking horse.
I loved Adam Page's entrance. Very Orville Peck, very yeehaw, very on trend.
Yes.
Loved every second of it. The what was it? The
Chaps?
The chaps with the glitter paisley detail, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So elegant. And then they revealed to knee pads with the same glitter paisley detail. Just stunning.
Stunning.
Minimal, perfect.
Fits the character.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really excellent work.
He very clearly had never ridden a horse before, but it doesn't matter.
I felt bad for the horse. That horse must have been really spooked, but he handled it better than Pharaoh.
He didn't have pyro.
No, there was no pyro, I think because they were afraid of a horse.
Yeah.
A horse can do some damage.
Yes, 100.
Chris Jericho was there.
He came out. I like a leather jacket with Spike's idea. There's always too much.
It's just a very like your dad is trying too hard. Like he's just trying 1,000,000% too hard.
It would be like a legitimately sort of intimidating or frightening look if there was the hat and the scarf were gone.
Yeah.
But someone today pointed out to me that he looks like someone who's been watching wrestling for too long.
Yeah.
And I like that about that look because Yes, he's been watching wrestling for too long.
He's been wrestling.
Not just watching.
He's been wrestling for too
Yeah,
long.
he looks like someone who has been wrestling for too long. He is turning into Mickey Rourke from The Wrestler in front of our eyes.
I couldn't tell you how this match actually went. Because immediately after they had a little head scuffle, Chris Jericho is bright red. His eyes are bright red. Everything is fucking red. I thought he was gonna die this entire time.
And you could tell that they were wasting a lot of the time with like out of the ring shenanigans because he just like cannot keep up with like a normal wrestling match, which like that's again not shade. He's just like a 50-year-old fucking man.
You're a 50-year-old man. He still is one of the funniest fucking wrestlers. His talking is great.
He understands his character probably better than anyone else in the entire world.
Incredible character work.
Let's talk about something that we all enjoy, which is that Aubrey Edwards is the queen of all things.
Oh,
Yes.
like so fucking legendary. Not intimidated by Jericho even a little bit.
No.
Perfect red lipstick, which I learned today from Twitter that she only wears during important events, and I love that for her.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this is her first, it's a first, big belt match for a new thing with, a legend, and she isn't, you can't hear how nervous she probably is the entire time.
She didn't even look nervous at all. She looked more confident than I've ever been in my life. What a goal.
Yeah.
And also, I rarely see referees being used in a plot way that isn't the referee fucked up. And she was really a fucking part of the story as being the enforcer. I have never seen any ref in any show be as laser focused on enforcing the rules as she was, and it was a well-threaded plot element that mattered and that she sold, and I felt like she had all of the power in the world.
I'm sure some losers on the internet are like, she made it too much about herself for a ref, and I'm going to tell them to fuck off.
Usually wrestling feels like the rules don't matter, and by having the rules really matter and bringing in the riskiness of someone like Chris Jericho potentially breaking the rules and having that be important, he might be disqualified. He might do something to Adam Page that is illegal and bad. It didn't just feel like nothing mattered, which usually the refs are a weird ghost who slaps the ground once in a while. And she was like, this is a sport, and these rules matter, and this whole story has a purpose. She made all of this serious in a way that people who like serious wrestling should probably think is important.
Yep.
I'd also like to inform everyone that she wears NYX Electra Shade 513, so get that for yourself.
I'm almost certain I own that.
I'm wearing it under the rest of this makeup.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Arsenio, why don't you tell us all about where we can find you on the internet and what upcoming shit you want to plug?
Okay, so I'm the host of a talk show called 2 Minutes to Late Night. It's heavy metal themed, but it's not all about heavy metal. We have all types of musician guests. It's really fun. It's like Conan in the Van store. Do with that what you will. We have a Patreon. It's at honorableswords.com. It just links directly to the Patreon. It helps fund the show and also our spin-off podcast called Pod Minutes to Cast Night, where we listen to just albums that people think are terrible, and we try to find something nice about them. I'm also wearing this gold jacket because we just shot a 2 Minutes Late Night special in Vegas, in Mandalay Bay. They somehow let me in there. We shot a special. It's coming out in a few weeks. Please check it out. It's very fun. We have special guests like Mel from Royal Thunder, which is a metal band. They're very good.
I was so hoping you were going to say Mel from Spice Girls.
That Mel from Spice Girls, please come on the show.
Oh my God.
Literally either of the Mels. There are two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're named Mel, come Mel Blanc, rise from the grave, come on my show.
Wise from your grave. Anyone have a Sega Genesis at home? I'm at Ariel ITALIC at all the places.
Whatever. Bye. I don't know. Fuck all of you. This sucks.
He doesn't need it.
He likes it. He's having fun.
You're okay, baby.
He's drinking a mango white claw. You love White Claw. You love